He sent his son Jesus to die for my sins and yours too. That's an amazing love.
The last but not least lesson that we are picking from the cross, from the seventh statement of Jesus the Christ, and is captioned as trust. 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 Luke chapter 23 verse 46 says that Jesus cried out in a loud voice, "Father, into your hands I commend my spirit." Jesus, trusting the Father so well, commended his spirit. The seventh statement from Jesus is from the Gospel of Luke and is directed to the Father himself just before him. Jesus recalls these statements from Psalm 31 verse 5, which says, "Into thy hands I commend my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God." The Gospel repeatedly pleads Jesus' innocence with Pilate during the trial, and immediately after his death, the centurion also comes in and he says, "Now when the centurion saw what had taken place, he praised God and said, 'Certainly this man was innocent.'" Jesus was obedient to his Father to the end, and his final words before his death on the cross was a prayer to his Father. The relationship between Jesus Christ and the Father was never taken away, no matter the circumstances. And so, okay, say, "A day never did me Christo do you. A day never did Christo and then Papa do you. Amaniana, Asimbia Muana." No, Jesus said, "The Father and I are one." And again, in the Last Supper, Jesus said these things. "Do you not believe I am in the Father and the Father is in me? The words that I speak to you, I do not speak on my own. The Father who dwells in me is doing his works." He says, "I came from the Father and have come into the world. Again, I am leaving the world and going to the Father." This is the kind of relationship that exists between the Father and the Son. Jesus fulfills his own mission and that of his Father's mission on the cross. And because it's the Father's mission, because John 3:16 says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. My dear, will you be able to trust your life in the hands of Christ? That you will trust him today. For he says that if you lay your life in his hands, you will pick it up again. For he goes and prepares a place for us. If you don't trust this man, that he is going to prepare a good place to call you to paradise the day you will give up the ghosts on earth, then this trust will carry us to this point. Jesus taught us this on the cross by laying his spirit into the hands of the Father. In whose hands will your spirit be when you die today? In the hands of Satan or in the hands of the Father? And Jesus is telling us today, commend your spirit in the hands of the Father. And you can do that today by trusting him. Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus than to trust and obey. If you can trust today the man Jesus and commit everything around you in this life, then in the life after, he will also raise you up. I believe you are listening to me, even as we have taken these lessons from the cross. I pray that you will commend your body, your life, everything to Jesus. Just as the Presbyterian hymn goes, Asembiara meka, Adibiara meye, I am trusting Jesus with my life, trusting Him every day, trusting with everything, every bit of my life. And so therefore, whatever I do, I commend it into His hands, and I ask Him, should I do it? Will you have done it? I pray that from today, you will be directed by nothing but in the trust you have in Jesus. The arm of flesh may fail, and I tell you, the horses and the chariots are prepared for war, but victory cometh from God. If we will commend into His hands everything that we have and trust Jesus, He will give us a perfect finish on the day of His return. Everything around us shows that the end is near. Even if it is not near for all the world, yours may be near. For the day you give up ghost is the end of war. In whose hands are you committed? I remember when Moses died, the Bible tells us that the devil battled for his body with God, and he lost. Beloved, I ask you, if today you lay down, where are you going? Today, if you lay down dead, hell or paradise? As Jesus said, if you will trust Him today and commit your life to Him, He will take you to paradise with Him on the very day you give up the ghost. I recommend Jesus Christ to you, that you need Jesus. Trust Him with everything you have, and He will see you through. May the peace of God, which passes all understanding, be upon you now and forevermore.